we are also developing a lot of future greenfield airports, Dholera and Holangi in Arunachal Pradesh. As for brownfield airports, that means the strip or some basic infrastructure is already there, like Mumbai, Delhi. Activities from airport planning and development. The very first and foremost, which we have learned from DP Singh ji, is forecasting traffic demands. That makes the very basis of creation of any infrastructure at any airport, whether it is greenfield, brownfield, or existing airports. Then comes the site selection. Based on site selection, we develop the land use and the master plan. And thereafter, we formulate the design parameters, what kind of aircraft it is going to. Actually, that makes from the very beginning, and based on the land being made available by the government, whosoever wants us to develop the airport, we develop what kind of aircraft it is going to cater to. Based on the, there are a lot of to and fro discussions which take place among a lot of stakeholders at the time of design stage. It is air navigation services, the communication department who have to put their instruments for navigation, then the engineers, what kind of soil is there, the geographical design, what the geographical design and what are the constraints. We do also obstacle limitation surveys, because for designing an airport, you have to see whether there are obstacles or not. The topography of an airport place is very, very critical when we take the very first study of the site. So on this base, actually, what are the parameters for site selections? We see obstruction-free approaches, topography, surrounding community aspects, whether a lot of people have to be displaced or not. This is a very important factor, because it is again becomes a cost intensive. Then how much land the government is ready to make available on which the master plan is to be developed. Then proximity to transportation links, how well it is connected. It helps us in making a multimodal transport system. Then availability of services like everything, electricity, water, all sorts of facilities, the road network, the highways, all these things. These are basically, this is highly technical actually. This actually, just to tell you basics, that on the basis of these two codes, we decide what is the wingspan of the aircraft, what kind of aircraft we have selected for developing the airports, and what is the airport reference field length of that particular aircraft. So based on that, we design the airside planning, the runway, the aprons, and all the clearances, the taxiways, and all these things. So this is basically, this decides about the runway width is decided based on the type of aircraft that we are planning for. Then comes of course, depending on the land made available to us, we plan how many runways are we going to make, because they will only constitute the kind of land that will actually be required for development of airport. So this is just a single sketch showing a single runway concept. This is a two runway concept, parallel runway concept. I mean, if the traffic is expected to grow so high in that area, so from the very initial plan, very initial design, like metro cities, we do not plan an airport with less than 2 runways. This is a staggered parallel runway concept, in which the aircrafts, sometimes the distance between the 2 runways can be lowered based on in case the land is less. So we sometimes also stagger the runway to make adjustments with respect to land. Now I'll give you an example of Vivekanand Airport in Raipur. This is very close to my heart, and I did the master planning of this airport. We've also created a new infrastructure, new terminal building there. There was a 1,000-acre land. In fact, when I started, it was not even this much. It was only 838 acres at that time. And we have a runway with orientation 0624, and it has 2286 length of runway, which can be suitable for Airbus 320 to 21 type of aircraft. We have an integrated building, means it can handle domestic as well as international. So far, the internationals have not started there, but the terminal building is capable of handling. And these are just the parameters, how many, what is the area, the handling capacity, 700 peak hour. Peak hour means at any given 1 hour, the maximum number of traffic that a building can handle is 700. This also DP Singh ji used to, work out for us for each and every airport, whether existing or upcoming. Total handling capacity is 2.5 million, means 2.5 million maximum in a year it can handle. The parking bays, the apron parking bays, and other navigational aids and other details are there. This is the Google map of the existing 2000. Okay. This 2004 picture of Google image. This 2009 image, in which you can see that you see the difference. We have already increased the runway length slightly and made a new terminal building. As something is coming up, like construction is going on, as you can see, and the new apron has come up. A new isolation bay has come up there. You can see in 2014, the new terminal building has inaugurated, and a hangar has also come up, and some more development you can see from this picture. In 2020, the runway length has increased tremendously, and some more infrastructure facilities on the southern part of the runway you can see, which has come up if you compare this picture to this picture. And now I'll be discussing about the master plan which we created. Initially, with 838 acres of land, we had a very small building which would cater to only 250 peak hour of capacity. And then you see the yellow part in the right hand side, when you see the runway extension in orange. That portion has been created after we master plan the airport, and the DVOR location and existing where it is written existing airport area. In fact, this right hand side portion of the airport has come up after 2013, and the southern part also you see some infrastructure on this side. This has also come up very recently. We have a fire station here and a technical block and control tower, which has recently been constructed, yet to be commissioned. When you see this green portion, this shows the phase 1 development. And we have, in case of Raipur also, we have proposed a secondary runway, as you can see. This orange part, this light orange part, consists of the second phase of development, which would be coming up. Initially, this master plan was again planned with the 2 runways, but somehow the development entire thing was on this side. I'm just sharing this particular airport with you because I am historically connected with it since 2007 onwards. Actually, this Chhattisgarh airport government was developing on this side of the airport a new Raipur city, a new capital complex itself. So they themselves had kept around 2,000 acres of land for development of airport. Very, I must admire and appreciate them that from the very beginning, they included airport development in their master plan of the city itself. Very few states have actually thought like that. And they gave us this, but one thing they missed out on that prior to deciding about the development of city on this side, they could have discussed with us, because any airport in the near vicinity, it restricts the height of the buildings to at least 45 meters for 15 kilometers. So They should have at least that part they missed out, but somehow it was very good on their part that they kept so much of land for master plan. So we redeveloped the master plan. I redeveloped the master plan and brought all the development in between. So this gave us a lot of flexibility. We have planned a lot of terminal buildings on this side. Once this area gets saturated, we have some hangars here, and we have planned the terminal buildings on this side, and hangars and MRO facilities this side, and this second runway, and then a lot of parking bays and maintenance bays. And once these two terminal buildings saturate, we'll be developing buildings here also, and the cargo facilities and the MRO facilities at a later date on this side. So during the construction, during the the implementation and making it part of the city development plan, we came across a lot of hurdles also. Like we were planning a runway of this length, but the national highway had already started planning this, and they had come to a very advanced stage. So we had to squeeze and be happy with lesser length of runway. And then there was another railway track planned on this side, so we had to sometimes also shift our runways. So this this has come up with a lot of interaction with the government and various agencies. Finally, we have this master plan has come to this shape. Yeah, this is the existing. This is the first old building, small time. We made this building, and now we are making a new building with a lot of expansion of parking bays. And we have recently completed this runway extension of 1 kilometer, and this will be further adding. Now even the larger aircrafts would be able to land there. This is the 2013, this building was inaugurated. It's the inside of the building. In fact, terminal building itself is quite complex to design, and a lot of inputs are required from corporate planning, from where DP Singh sir comes. And a lot of input is required from them also before we plan each and every space. And even after designing and building is under use, their inputs are required to time to time do surveys and see to what extent the building is usable and to what more extent this can further go up to. These are some of the pictures, the exterior, the parking. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It was indeed a prominent session. It was full of zeal and valuable information. We are now open for question answer session. So anybody having questions can put the same in the chat box.
Yes, student, you can ask any questions because she is the master on the subject. In fact, I have updated my knowledge. I was having 465 airstrips. Now it is 595, Sangeeta?
495, sir.
495. 495. And number of airports, when I was there, it was 126 with the airport authority. Now it is 137. So the figures has increased. And also the lot of greenfield airports have come. Then the master planning, she has already explained that minimum 2 parallel runways are to be there, and if possible space is available, independent parallel runways. So we have improved a lot. When I was there, when I joined the airport authority, most of our airports were single level airports. Only side by side there were arrival and departure. Then we started 3 level, arrival on the ground floor and departure on the first floor, and then third floor office space. And now how many IJ airports, Sangeeta, have 7 levels, I think?
IJ, sir, it has got 3 runways. The 4th runway is going to come up very soon.
Okay.
So, Xavier is being planned with 8 runways, sir.
8 runways. See, we are thinking, but there was one airport which Dholera airport.
Dholera.
we planned for 400 million, but then coastal zone regulation, some objection came and then it was reduced.
Yes,
But
sir.
ultimately they planned to construct it for 400 million of airports. So that was the world's biggest airport at one stage.
Sir, it is already under construction, sir. It's an
Okay.
all, yeah.
So I think tremendous
Scope
progress
is there.
we have made.
Yes,
And
sir.
under your dynamic leadership, still you have 2.5 years or more. So
Yes, sir.
you will, I think, give boost to the Indian aviation. And some of these, our students, they will join you and they will work under you. So they will learn there also.
Sure,
because
sir.
because
Sure.
our university's output is your input. Okay. So I think that will be good. And some 20 students have done internship, online internship from Airport Authority.
Okay.
And their certificate, I requested you to ask Gopal Chand to issue certificate.
I will ask Gopal, sir.
Okay, thank you. So students, you can ask any question you have in your mind about the aviation planning. She can reply any question.
Ma'am, I have a question.
Yes.
Ma'am, not rather a question. I just want to know, ma'am, can you give us some brief insight about the Pakyong Airport?
Yeah, Pakyong was actually designed by me. This has been considered as this by BBC. BBC has declared as one of the most beautiful airport in the world. And Pakyong Airport actually was started. This is a historic airport. A lot of cutting and filling has taken place because it was the airspace has been carved out of the hills by cutting the hills. So we have made the earth filling. We have made the entire space, created a space by the filling of earth and creation of the Gabbins walls, the 70-meter wide and 70-meter high wall all around to retain the earth,
Yes.
the earth actually.
Yes.
And there were around 12 or 16 jhoras. Jhoras means the channels, the water channels. They have been channelized under the runway. It's a beautiful and a historic project, but unfortunately, the flights could stop there because of the cloud formation. Now they are again going to start in the month of November, I think. October, November, they are again going to start the operations.
So rainy season, it is stopped.
Rainy, sir, even otherwise rainy season, the SpiceJet in fact is a bit reluctant to start operations there. Actually, there are a lot of issues of the local government is also creating a bit of issues for resettlement. There was issue of some resettlement, but Airport Authority has paid huge money for that. But now the operations are going to restart that. So it's a very beautiful airport. You must see that airport.
I did the traffic potential study for this airport.
Yeah. We designed the building actually. So the entire airport was designed by us.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
And we have questions in the chat box.
Yes.
The first question is from Raghav. He's asking about airports and various concessionaires at airport have SLAs under certain predefined conditions. But after the COVID phase, these entities are facing problems to manage profits. How are airports dealing with these situations, keeping the interest of the concessionaries in mind?
Just before I started this lecture, I was discussing with one of my colleagues. He's looking after the MOU that we signed with the ministry for the profitability of my organization. And I was shocked to hear that we as an entire organization would be having a loss of around 3,800 crores in this year. So the answer to this question is that we cannot help it because it is the traffic. First, the traffic has to come to make you profitable and make us profitable. So this is a scenario which we right now facing is, I think none of us have seen in our lifetime. Not even my parents would have seen it. So this is something which we have to live with. We are making a lot of, the commercial department has given concessions to concessionaires so that they do not feel the burden of paying to airport authority. So that is why we are facing the bigger losses rather than others. Some concessions have already been made, some charges are not being asked. These things are there.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, the next question is talking about obstacles. If we consider the Shiva statue near the Indira Gandhi International Airport, the statue restricted the use of runway, which is one of the longest runways in India. How can we optimally utilize this runway now, as this issue which can still create controversy if further steps are taken? Ma'am, your views on this?
Actually, the runway, they already knew that this obstruction is there. So maybe if they could have started the runway even slightly at a later, so that the full utilization of runway could be there. In any case, from the opposite side, it is only from the one side the restriction is there. For actually the landing, only at the time of landing, the distance is required. Takeoff length, in any case, the entire runway is available. And in any case, for the landing purposes, the entire length of runway is not actually required. It is the longer length is required for the takeoff, not landing.
Thank you, ma'am. We have question from Yamijala Sudhir. He's asking that BBA aviation operations students can be a part of airport planning and development. How is it?
I'm sorry, I'm not well aware of the entire curriculum or the subjects that are taught during BBA. But one of my consultants, Pranav is from your college, I think. Pranav is associated with Landrum and Brown, and he's doing a lot of work with us. He's doing from Calcutta, Udaipur master planning also. He's associated actually with the team, and he's doing the study of doing a lot of surveys. I think around 48 airports they are doing surveys for us. So there's a lot of scope for BBAs in Airport Authority.
Actually, madam, our students, they join airport operation department.
Okay.
In India, we used to call it operation department, whether airside operation or city side operation or terminal operation.
Okay.
And then some consultancy organization, they also works.
Yes.
Aviation consultancy organization, the example which you are quoting, there are many such students with CAPA also, 6 students are there. Okay. And then after initial training, they can join some other departments also. So
yes.
because we prepare them so that industry can accept them without any training, on job training, they will keep on learning whole career.
Okay, very good, very nice.
And we teach them airline economics, airport economics, airport planning and management, aviation forecasting. So all these basic subjects which are required for aviation planning, the airline revenue management, airline operation management, introduction to the aviation, aviation regulatory management. So these are the subjects which we are teaching them.
In that case, I think a lot of scope in commercial, in operations, operations and commercial, you have a lot of scope.
Yes, yes. Operation and commercial, they can be immediately absorbed.
Yes.
Yes, any further questions, students?
Sakshi, your mic is off.
Sorry. We have a question from Rishabh Mathur. He's asking, will opportunities rise in the fields with upcoming airport projects under Airport Authority of India?
Tremendous opportunities, tremendous. We are going to grow in leaps and bounds, because in any case, this is a temporary phase. This COVID, people were projecting that, by the end of the year, we'll be reaching around 50% of the traffic, but very happy to announce that we've already reached 50% of the traffic.
You explained 2 to 3 years it will take to recover.
Yeah. It just take maximum 2 to 3 years, and we'll again go back to the same growth. And there's tremendous lot of greenfield airports are coming, the small airports, the water aerodromes. In fact, I will tell you, when we are designing this water drum, we are under tremendous pressure from the various state governments that we take up the operations, and we are refusing for the simple reason we do not have enough staff. So we do not have enough staff to cope up with the growth. So we are trying to tell state governments that they should do it, and they want that you have the expertise, you do it. So there's got a lot of tussle going on.
Madam, there is so much of demand for aviation
Yes.
that all our faculties,
Yes.
after 1 or 2 years experience, they switch on to some foreign university. One of my research scholar, Mukesh Pandey, is in Coventry University. Two of our faculties, they were very junior here, assistant professors. They are in Middle East, Doha, they are working. And this, whatever faculty loads we have, all they will join some good universities before 31st of December.
Excellent.
I know from inside,
Excellent.
I know maybe university may not be knowing, but I know it. They have
Excellent.
already selected. So
Excellent.
aviation, there is so much of the demand. Once
Yes.
you have stamp of the aviation, any package, don't worry about the package. You enter into the job,
Yes.
and if you have 1 or 2 years experience, you will be, you will
Yes.
have a very good career. Excellent.
Aviation has a tremendous scope in future.
So
Lots and lots.
even now,
Especially-
Coventry University, London, there's vacancies in the aviation field, faculties for aviation. So aviation, tremendous demand, consultancy, and then MROs, then aircraft manufacturers.
Yeah.
People are not trained, people are not available in aviation.
Yes. Yes.
Worldwide, there is a tremendous demand. So you
Yes,
don't
yes.
think your career is a beautiful career you will have.
I'll just tell you one very fine example of water which are going to start from 31st of October.
Yeah.
Just for operating these two airports, many a times all these small airports and these small, airports under Udan scheme where you have 3 or 4 flights in a day instead of, like any other place, we have hundreds of flights. So there we do not find many people, operation people we can't send because we have very limited staff. So we are told to advise on all our retired officers so that they can go and, operate those airports. So enough, huge scope is there.
Fortunately, we have our HOD, Dr. Neeraj Anand, only just now I have seen. So I think Dr. Neeraj, you can ask something if you want to ask Madam. She is the practical, she is having 35 years of practical experience. And in fact, she has been involved in all the planning of the aviation in India.
Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, and thank you very much for sparing your time and addressing our students. I think it was a wonderful presentation, and in short, I think you shared some very good examples of Raipur Airport I could witness.
Thank you, sir.
I would request you if you can, help us in imparting, some practical knowledge to the students in terms of if you have some live projects. So as things become normal, so I think more and more number of students can actually have some practical training, and we have students, fortunately, from across the country, right? Some are
Sure.
from south, some are from north. So I think if you can provide that opportunity. So other than internship, also students are keen to go for some live project. Like right now, I would like to share our 6 students are working for Amazon warehouse right now in different cities. 3
Okay.
are ATC,
Okay.
12 working for Flipkart. So practically they are going to the field even during this time, and they have been
Okay.
working for a few months. So
Okay.
I would like if this young generation is very keen and enthusiastic.
Yeah.
And not only that, if I keep discussing with Dr. Singh also that if you can provide some facility in terms of this practical training for the faculty members who are not coming from the practical experience, like some of them having academic experience only, or
Okay.
any other project where you feel like capacity assessment or other things we can be involved. So 1 or 2 members are already involved with Dr. Ashwini Khanna. You must be knowing that he took voluntary retirement from GMR and then started his own company.
Okay.
For taxi boat operations, they have already started in New Delhi airport, and now they are going for Bangalore. So I
Okay.
think we are open for any association or anything you feel with AI or your dial or BIAL, whatever organizations.
Okay.
So that's what I think my submission for that only.
Okay.
And
Okay.
this situation becomes normal, we would like to invite you personally to the campus so that you'll have the feel. I think we have a wonderful campus, one of the very beautiful campus in the country.
Okay, sure.
And we are the one, I think, who pioneer in terms of providing full-time MBA program and BBA program for aviation and logistics. Other universities, I think your GMR Academy, and a lot of other academies are operating Bird Academy in aviation sector in the country.
Yeah.
But I perhaps the only one who started first in the country, and we offer full-time PG degree as well as UG degree. So it is very well recognized.
Good.
And this year, admissions have gone up rather than going down in MBA. In BBA also, I think we have more than 60 plus students in the batch. So it is one
Okay.
of the flagship program for our School of Business.
That's great. That's really great.
Thank you, ma'am, for your time once again.
Thank you so much.
One of our senior professor, Dr. Bangar Raju, he is also here. Just now I have seen him.
Okay.
So, Dr. Raju, if you have to say something, you have to ask something from madam. You can ask.
Listening to the class is the last 1 hour. Only thing is, I was not on the screen, but I have heard about our guest, sir. She's quite known in this thing. Quite happy also. Madam, please also do time when the COVID is over, visit our campus also once.
That's
Sure,
what
sure.
I only
I would definitely.
Yeah.
Whenever I visit
we
Dehradun
can.
airport, whenever I visit
We
Dehradun
have a
airport,
beautiful
I'll come.
campus, madam. You sometime visit. Dr. Neeraj Anand will invite you.
No, you can visit on weekend when you come to airport, madam. You can stay in a guest house. A very good, beautiful place, and you like the way we interact with students also.
Sure,
Our
sure.
education, the way we are doing it, you'll really like it, madam. So do visit our.
Definitely. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. Thank you,
Yeah.
DP Singh sir. Thank you, Neeraj ji. And आपका भी बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद.
And one more advantage to you. When
Yes.
I retired, next day I was asked to join here. I didn't. So I used to give lecture like you, deliver lecture like you.
Okay, okay.
So you can take it further. Somebody is hinting that. So maybe
I have no
next year or
intentions, sir.
next year you can also look for whenever you are.
I have no intentions of working after
So I
retirement.
also never thought of, but madam, what is there in your destiny, nobody knows.
If you're not doing
Yeah.
regularly, we can have you on some consultant or advisory role.
Madam,
Yes.
nowadays DP Singh is very much addicted to Dehradun, madam.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. No, I was born and brought up in western part of UP.
Okay.
So this entire region is very well known to me. My father was in DCM Sugar Industry, Mawana Durala, if you have known. It's district Meerut.
Meerut, yes.
Durala Sugar Cube.
Durala is
world
quite known
famous.
for their sugar, madam.
That's my birthplace actually.
Okay. Oh,
And
lovely.
I know this entire belt. I've stayed in Deoband also, which has the largest Arabic university, if you are aware. There's the largest sugar industry of the northern belt in
Yes.
Deoband.
Yeah, Deoband.
So,
One of our
yeah,
colleague has done his PhD on sugar industry, ma'am.
yeah.
In our
So my
department,
father was
Dr.
there.
Rupesh
So
Kumar.
this
Sir,
place is
how many PhDs we have created UPS in management? Maybe around 200.
Yeah, easily. In management only, we have more than 100 people who have been registered who are doing currently.
okay.
Madam, for aviation PhDs also, ours is one of the leading in the country. Nobody else is doing so much
Okay.
as in the aviation also.
That's great.
Especially the
That's
practitioners, madam, there.
great. That's
All the
really
GMR and the airlines and the practitioners are there.
okay. That's very good.
DP Singh himself is guiding around 8 scholars, madam.
Yes.
Oh my God. He just told me to start my PhD under him.
Yeah, madam. So let us know. It's all flexible for practitioners like you. No?
Okay, it was really very interesting connecting with you all, and I sincerely thank you for this session.
Our pleasure, ma'am. Our
Thank you,
pleasure.
sir. Thank you. Okay. sir.
Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.
Rarita, I think you want any other request to ma'am?
Thank you so much, ma'am. It was really a very insightful and informative session, and definitely looking forward to work in a live project with you. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. Thank you once again.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. We will be again approaching for our students' practical experience because you have been dealing with so many projects. So I think you will give us some of your contribution to the university also
Sure,
regarding.
sir. Sure,
Thank
sir. Whatever best I can do, I'll do.
Thank you. And Dr. I have told madam that certificate she has to issue.
Sure,
So
sure. I will tell Gopal.
I have requested her to call the concerned person and issue the certificate, those certificates.
I'll tell
Okay.
Gopal.
No,
To do
no
so.
issue.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Now I would request Jalaj to take the session forward. Over to you, Jalaj.
So we will be starting with the closing ceremony. It is your response to winning or losing that makes you a winner or loser. Just focusing on the skills and grabbing opportunities will make you stand apart from everyone else. Thank you to every participant who made the events worthwhile. So, without further ado, we will be moving on to the results. Event number 1. Imagine it's you. I would request Neeraj Anand sir to announce the winners and also address the participants. Sir, could you please announce the winners for event number 1? Imagine it's you.
Just a minute, Jalaj. Let me check. I think he has passed on me the names. I didn't see it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Jalaj, I have not received the name of the winners. I think
Send you the
Manik-
names. Please check WhatsApp, sir.
No, check, but I have not received. Who has sent
Sir,
me?
right now I again texted. I don't know earlier who sent.
No problem, sir. I can announce them for you. No problem, sir.
I have received now. I received now.
Okay, okay. Okay, sir.
It is. I'm happy to announce. Any guesses from the students? Any guess from the students? Hello. Akhil Singh. Akhil Singh is the topper.
Excellent.
Congratulations, Akhil Singh.
Thank you so very
My
much.
heartiest congratulations to Akhil
Thank you so very much, sir. It is totally a
for
surprise for me.
emerging as a winner with 50.
I guess we lost Neeraj Anand's connection there. Yeah, sir,
Jalaj, you can continue the names.
we have him.
Utkarsh is second one. Utkarsh is second one.
Congratulations, Utkarsh.
Thank you.
And third one is Aishwarya. Aishwarya is third.
Congratulations, Aishwarya.
Can they briefly discuss what exactly they did to the audience, those who are not aware of this? Congratulations to all three winners. Once again from my side and on the behalf of department.
I would request Akhil Bhaiya to just share his experience and how he participated and how was his experiences in the event.
Good evening, sir, and everyone. I'm really surprised at the moment that I've received this prize. I think I was I thought of participating it right away when I heard, but then I was not aware about the rules. But later on, when I was given the rules, I was informed by the team members and everyone, event organizers. I think one of the first thing that I looked upon was how to go about this event, and then how can I contribute more so than participate. So I thought of, I think I've, in just one day itself, I've learned so many things. More than the prize, I think I've had an interactive session with the ma'am just who left. And also I got to learn things online. I went on Googling things from in 1 hour India's aviation policy to Abu Dhabi's aviation industries to its economic. So I think just to brief, I think I looked upon the entire sector into three broad areas. One, or rather three pillars. One was economic, of course, and then also socio-cultural aspect of it. How can aviation industry transform people's perception about aviation altogether? And the third, of course, was the regional connectivity. So I think these were the three pillars that I looked upon through a policy lens. I think I don't know, I'm running short of words because I'm overwhelmed with the kind of experience I've had. Thank you so very much. I think I want to thank my gratitude towards all the organizers and the professors who have just interacted. I think I've learned many things in last 1 hour than I think I've not in recent past. Thank you so very much.
Neeraj sir, could you say something?
Akhil. Thank you, Akhil.
Could you address the crowd? Yes, sir. Sir, your mic got muted.
Commander Sanjeev, I think he was the judge for this event.
Yes, sir. Sanjeev sir was the judge. He was the panelist.
Would you like to speak? Would you like to say his experience, because he has also joined us very recently? What was his experience evaluating all these events?
Yes, sir. We request Sanjeev sir to please share his views.
Mr. Sanjeev.
Okay. First of all, congratulations to all the participants, and heartiest congratulations to all the winners for making this event successful. And at the outset, I would like to say that this is a very novel idea by all the students who came up with this idea that on a particular moment, you will be given the charge that you are the chief executive officer of an airline, and certain questions will be asked by the panelists. Even they were also the students, wherein you have to respond to the questions being asked with whatever knowledge you have, with whatever idea you have. So even just 1 hour was given to all the students, and I happened to oversee nearly 5 students. I must say the kind of efforts and the study which they have done in just 1 hour, and the way they handle all the answers. So that was really commendable. And I saw Utkarsh and Aishwarya. I couldn't see the Akhil because we were having 2 different links to oversee the students. So, but yes, once again, I congratulate all the participants. In fact, everybody has put in the hard efforts. Sir, if you have seen the marks, so there is very less difference. Even the people who are at 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. So everybody has done well. It was in fact a very hard task for us to decide on the 3 toppers, the 3 winners. So I must congratulate all the participants, all the 10 participants. They have done an amazing job. Congratulations to everyone and to the organizers of these events, Prakhar, Kavan, Sudhir, even others whom I am not naming, Ajita, Manik, to all. Okay. Congratulations.
Thank you for the kind words, sir. Thank you, sir. So now
Thank you so much, sir.
Now we will be moving on to event number 2, which is Twist the Menu. Now I would request TB Raju sir to declare the winners and congratulate them.
Okay, good evening, friends. The first prize goes to Muskan Salim. Okay, congrats, Muskan Salim. You are there.
Congratulations to Muskan.
Okay, so a big round of applause for him.
Is she there?
Yes, I'm here. Thank you so much. I can't believe this because I was panicking the entire time.
You're a first year student?
Yes, sir. First year student, sir.
Great. I think within 3 months, you have played the role of CEO, right?
Thank you so much, sir.
Well done, Muskan. Well done.
Thank you.
Okay. The next prize winner is Neeraj Anand's favorite, Trisha Banerjee.
Trisha also participated. I never knew that. She also learned aviation. Oh, great.
Trisha, quite surprising from the LSM you have participated.
She is favorite for all, I think, not for me only.
I know that, but I'm just since the CR, and of LSTM. So I just wanted to, say this statement. Isha, you are there? First of all, I would like to appreciate that LSTM student had participated in this.
Yes,
we really
yes.
appreciate that thing. And congratulations for the prize. Okay.
Trisha,
And
are
moving
you
on-
here? Trisha, can you check, please?
No, I think the class going on maybe, Yeah.
She's not.
I think the open elective class is on. I think.
Will the third place goes to Umang Saini from BBA Aviation. Umang, you are there?
Congrats, Umang. Is he first year or second year?
Yes. Yes,
Yes.
I'm from first year.
Yeah, Umang. Congratulations.
Very good. Very good. Well done.
First year students winning is a really proud moment for us.
Congratulations.
And till you finish your program, keep up the same spirit for all the years in UPS.
Yes.
Yeah, sure, sir.
Thank you, sir, for your kind words. The certificates will be mailed to all the participants via email as soon as possible.
So before moving further, I would like to thank our judges, Sir Sanjeev and Ma'am Bharti, for their valuable presence and their precious support that actually motivated the existence of the E-Air Carnival. Thank you so much, Sanjeev sir. Thank you so much, Bharti ma'am.
Now, I would request Mohit Rishi, sir, to give a vote of thanks to all the judges, the guests, and the participants.
Actually, I forgot to ask Sangeeta Mai. There was a proposal to construct more than 50 helipads in Uttarakhand.
Okay.
So what is the status of that? Anyway, I will ask sometime again from her. Now I think she is not there.
I suggested our organizers, students, to give the opportunity, to Miss Sangeeta to announce winners rather than we host. We are the host department. Anyways, I think it's okay. Carry on, please. Mohit, I think congratulations for organizing this event. When I asked him, he said, sir, I don't know much about Udan, but I hope now you can't say that.
But Mohit is a good organization.
You already taken off the flight. Now your flight is landing, Mr. Mohit.
He was following up with me and everybody. So he's
very meticulously done event, I think.
Good evening, sir. You can see I'm sitting in the cockpit. I can have a bird's eye
great.
view.
You're boarding the plane.
So yeah, just about to land. So thank you. I would like to extend a very sincere thanks to Dean Madam, who has been instrumental. She has stood like a true leader and has facilitated growth and development in our institute. I would now also like to thank our HOD sir, who has been pushing us constantly to work hard and achieve the greater heights. His tagline is never give up. So that is one thing which we all follow and we try to match up. Thank you so much, sir, for your support.
Well done. Thank you.
I would also like to thank Dr. T.V. Raju, sir, because he has been instrumental in conceptualizing this Udan concept, and this has happened way back in the year 2012. And this is the first time I am associated to this beautiful concept, the student-led event, and it has really been a tremendous experience for me. So thank you so much, T.B. Raju, sir. Now I would like to thank Bharti madam for giving a very robust start to the event and very beautifully introducing our entire department. I would I would admit that at the beginning even I was a bit nervous, but Bharti ma'am, the way she presented the department was so very well to see. Then I would like to thank Sanjeev sir for being there, judging the events that were very well conducted by the students. Thank you so much, Sanjeev sir. I would like to extend my thanks to Dr. DP sir, because he has been instrumental. He really got Madam Sangeeta Mahai. He was really chasing her, and it was like a very good interactive session, and we all have benefited from the way ma'am had briefed us about the development of Raipur Airport. At the last, I would like to, last but not the least, I would like to congratulate the entire team Udan, especially led by students Manik. Just give me a minute. I don't want to miss any name. I would. Yes, starting with Manik, Prarita.
Can they open their videos? Manik, can the organizing team open their videos and somebody can
Rishabh, Shreya, Nisha, Jalaj, Chandana, Ashna, Sakshi, Shlok, Aditya, Himanshu. It was overwhelming experience for me to have been working with you all, and the way you have contributed, I would say it was beyond my even, I was totally, your energy is mesmerizing, I would just say. The way you have handled the entire event, you have worked day and night, and I've been seeing that, the way, the passion behind this Udan. So this is one of the other reasons that made me work hard also, because your energy, I could feel that energy. And because it is a student-led event, so we promise that in the coming future, we would be we would all be coming up with new innovative ideas and more interesting events. And thank you. I would like to say, extend my thanks to all who have contributed in this particular program and the way we have managed it. Thank you so much,
Thank
team.
you, sir, for your kind words.
I think Manik and Prarita, these two names, I think I remember from first year when I took the charge. They have always been ahead in any event, you announce.
We have Prakhar also from third year, but therefore Udan.
Okay.
Yes, sir,
well done, entire team. I think Jalaj also, he interacted with me, I think, number of times.
And sir, I would like to say one
ultimate
more
leader
thing.
for the Udan,
Thank you,
sir,
sir.
basically.
I
Then
would
me
like
and
to-
Prayatna come, sir.
So, sorry for interrupting you, Manik. I would just, so the way the background, the students have worked so hard on the background. Also, you can see Prakhar background is, you can see the counters, the check-in counters and all. So,
Perfect.
Yes.
It is well simulated event, with the aircraft, cockpit, counters, everything. I think they have used, and very good video also. I think they played of Bile.
So now I will request Prakhar Chaurasia and Yash from MBA to conclude the event.
Okay, you can start. Hello. Am I audible?
Yes,
Yes,
you are.
yes, go ahead.
So thank you so much, sir. Especially, I would like to thank our beloved HOD, Dr. Neeraj Anand, sir, for his guidance, and our very own Mohit, sir, Raju, sir, Bharti, ma'am, for the moral support and the motivation. I would like to thank all those who participated overwhelmingly and made our events successful. Lastly, thanking all the coordinators.
I guess there is a network issue. If Prakhar Bhaiya, you would continue.
I request Manik to make him the co-host so that he can unmute himself.
Okay.
Unmute Prakhar.
Yes.
Okay, let me. Prakhar done.
Oh, finally. So it was like, I was trying, everyone was so sticked on to the screens that they didn't realize that I've been texting on the group that please unmute me, please unmute me. So, good evening, everyone. I felt Yash Bhaiya would have been a better person to do the ending because he's the pilot, he's the senior most we have here, MBA second year. But still, I'll take this opportunity. So I'll start like, as all good things come to an end in life, so is this day. So on behalf of the whole team Udan, I, Prakhar Chaurasia, the student convener, take this opportunity to thank everyone who have directly and indirectly contributed to this E-Air Carnival 2020. At the outset, I thank our chief guests and all the industry experts we had. We are really enlightened with your knowledge and presence. We are thankful to Dean ma'am for taking out time from her schedule and grace her presence. Dr. Neeraj Anand sir, who has been a constant support to our team. TB Raju sir, DP Singh sir, Bharti ma'am, Sanjeev sir, and all the respected faculties who were present during this event. Special thanks to Mohit sir, who has helped us in every possible way to make this event possible. And the organizing team, Team Udan, thank you so much for cooperating, for listening to me, for listening to everything I've been shouting on you guys, for deadlines and everything. I thank you guys for keeping up with me and making this event successful. And last but not the least, thanks to our students for active participation. It's been like a long day. We started at 9 and it's already 5:15 now, and we have had tremendous outcome of students who have actively participated in events as well as these webinars. With this warm word and a kind message, we move on to the end of the E-Air Carnival 2020. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much.
I think Yash Bhaiya has joined. Thank you, Prakhar. If you would, like to address us, Yash Bhaiya.
Yash Bhaiya, please.
I think
Thank
Yash.
you so much, Pradita. I'm so sorry that I had internet connectivity issues. So I just wanted to thank my team. I know we came a bit late in the phase, and we did we all had good effort in the end. We did tremendously well. I seriously want to thank my team who cooperated really well with us, and thank you so much, guys. It was really a learning experience to work with all of you. We saw the motivation, we saw the leadership skills, we saw the team effort. It was really fortunate to work with all of you guys. Thank you so much. And thank you, Mohit sir. Thank you, DNS sir. Thank you, Sanjeev sir, Bharti ma'am, all the faculties for guiding, motivating, and mentoring us to handle and to prepare for this event. Thank you so much, sir.
Well done, Yash and Prakhar.
Thank you so much, sir. Before we end, just a second. Before we end, I would request everyone, be it the contestants, be it the participants, be it the Udan members, everyone to just switch on their cameras for a second so that we could have a screenshot of this, please. As many as we can.
Hey.
Yes. Perfect. We're having more. Great. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you to everyone. Thank you so much.
I always say, if you have the fire, we have the fuel. This is the Energy University. All right, keep it up. Never give up. Never give up. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you,
everyone.
sir. Thank you.
I'm glad that too many new faces, I think they have contributed actively. Either it was Mr. Mohit being in the university, I think first time he coordinated Udan. Mr. Sanjeev, who has joined very recently, he actively judged the event. And winners also, I think, emerged from the first year as well as from logistics batch. I think this was really great. So I think great team effort, and it's everybody's contribution, all colleagues, students, everyone. And that's how airlines operate and airport survive. All the elderly people, younger, all spheres of life, all people are contributing together. So please don't forget to extend thanks to the IT support. I think they are always kind to provide Zoom. I think I was expecting more number. I think maybe outsiders could also join. Might be we could not, go things actively. So next time is Logisticas is scheduled on 6th November. So I will see the reverse now, that some aviation students emerge as winners in Logisticas. Right? Can I expect that?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
definitely,
Definitely,
sir.
sir. Definitely, sir.
Definitely, sir. Sure.
So 6th November is the date for Logisticas. I was holding on this because I wanted Udan to be first takeoff. Now it has landed. Now we will fly with Logisticas. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Happy Vijayadashmi to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
faculties and
Vijayadashmi to you
participants,
and
for
your
making
family.
this
And good that Dr. Raju
event
also
very
returned
successful.
and joined today. Thank you very much.
Congrats. Well done. All the participants are requested they can leave now. We are finished with our Air Carnival 2020. Thank you so much, guys, for coming up and making this a great event. Thank you so much.
Manik, if you can have the report and share with Preeti Aneja as well as Rajesh Tripathi ji. All right, and let us try to share some photographs of validity and all.
Sure,
sessions.
sir, sure. We
All
will draft
social
in a
media.
Word document. We will send to you and Mohit, sir.
Yeah. Promote
Sure,
it through social media and all those things. Great thing.
Sure,
So
sir, sure.
so that everybody knows that we have done that. I've already shared, I think, chief guest, one of the slides on the LinkedIn as well as Facebook.
Okay, sir. We will check it out, sir. Definitely.
So once again, congratulations to all the organizers. And thank you, Dr. Singh, for supporting the resource person as well as always actively contributing. Thank you. That's all. So being
Yes,
the
sir.
host,
Yes, sir.
being the host, I should be the last person to leave, right? No?
Yes, sir.
Or somebody else would like to take the charge. Yes, sure, kar raha hai.
Shall I end the meeting for all? Prakhar and Yash Bhaiya.
Yes, yes. Yeah, Manik.
Sure,
You
sir.
should also relax now. I think you have been working hard for last 2-3
Thank you
nights.
so much, sir. Thank you so much. It's team,
Oh.
sir, basically. Thank you so
Yeah.
much, sir.
Yes. You means you all, yes.